Today I want to share with you about something that I thought about with, again, my son. He was wanting to play with one of his friends, and the friend hasn't been able to play very much, and so he wanted to go over there and see. And I had come inside. We were all outside, and I had come inside for something, I don't remember. And my son came inside and said, "Can I go across the street and ask his dad if he can play?" And I was like, okay, that's fine. And here's the thing, though. He waited and waited and waited. And then he came back and said, "Mom, can you do it?" And I was like, "No, you want to play. You want to be with your friend. You want to hang out. You go ask." And I know a lot of times, as parents, we don't want to see our kids struggle. We don't want to see our kids, disappointed or sad or have a hard time. And so we end up, doing things for them. But I'm really, really trying hard to let my kids be their own person, have their own voice, find their own strength, and utilize the things that God has given them to, do whatever it might be, whether it's finish an assignment at school or ask a parent of a friend if they can play, right? So I went outside, and my son still hadn't gone across the street, and he was just standing there kind of hemming and hawing and standing with his bike, and then he'd kind of walk in circles, and then he'd look across the street, and I could tell he was nervous. He was scared. Have you watched your kids in this situation where they want to do something? They're nervous, they're scared, and they don't know how to do it. And you're like, you're kind of internally rooting for them and saying, just go, just do it. And you're trying to push them without pushing them. So anyway, what happened was he finally started to very slowly walk across the street, walk his bike across the street. And the dad was doing his thing, didn't realize what was happening. And finally, he walked inside his garage and closed his garage. Now, at this point in time, my son had walked across the street and started walking up the driveway. But he had waited too long. He had let fear hold him back from doing something that he wanted to do. Anybody been in that situation? Anybody been thinking, man, I really want to finish that degree, or I really want to go back to school. I really want to start that project. I really want to start that business. I really want to make that lifestyle change. Whatever it is, I really want to reconnect with that friend. But you've had those moments in your head where you're nervous, you're scared, you're like, I don't know, and you let all the questions flow, and all the nervousness and all the anxiety and the fear, you let that well up in you so much that you stand there for so long that the door just shuts right in front of your eyes and the opportunity goes away. Anybody been there? Yeah. I have too. And you know what? When I saw it happen in front of my eyes, it really made it hit home. It struck home. It really made it real for me that we do this probably more often than we want to admit. We let those opportunities, just the windows, the doors, whatever, close right in front of our face because we're just standing there paralyzed with fear. We can't do that anymore. We can't let the opportunities get away from us because there are so many great things out there waiting for us if we would just take that one step forward and push through the fear and not let fear dictate what we do, not let fear drive our decisions. Our interim choir pastor yesterday was talking about this in regards to parenting, right? We can't parent out of fear because then that starts to drive us in probably the wrong directions in terms of how we're dealing with our children. So if you're letting fear drive your decisions, that's really going to screw you. It's going to screw you out of opportunities. It's going to screw you out of maybe building new relationships, about making that awesome lifestyle change that's going to not just help you live longer, but help the quality of your life be better for that longer length of time. So anyway, that's what I have for you. That's what I wanted to share. I hope this really inspires you to get outside of your comfort zone, to not let fear determine what is going to be for your life. I hope you have a great, great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.